Vegan, Love in Action.
Our programs offer many languages. Please visit suprememastertv.com/schedule.
Cats and dogs don't require any particular ingredient, but they absolutely require a certain set of nutrients.
Supreme Master Ching Hai joyfully present the Shining World Compassion Award to Professor Andrew Knight, plus $10,000 as a humble token of supporting the research with all love and high salute for your precious work. May you enjoy continued success and constant protection by heaven. Professor Andrew Knight, Vegan, Part 3 of 4, the plant-based healthiest diet for our animal companions. Continue watching to find out more.
Precious viewers, Straso, this is Boro. I just said hello in Bosnian, one of the languages in Bosnia-Herzegovina. The happy Bosnian people applaud your change to a vegan lifestyle for the betterment of others. Welcome to today's show, part 3 of Professor Andrew Knight, Vegan, the plant-based healthiest diet for our animal companions. Nowadays, our animal companions play such a large role in the well-being of human beings, socially, spiritually, mentally, and even physically, where you have working dogs who provide love, support, emotional stability, and well-being to human caregivers. Not only do we need to take care of our planet, but we also need to take care of our animal friends. And an important decision therein is the choosing of the healthiest possible diet. In part 2 of our show, we learned from Professor Knight that by choosing a plant-based diet for your animal companion, you are not only reducing their carbon footprint, but more importantly, you are avoiding the harmful ingredients from meat-based pet food that are causing many of the diseases that cost them their lives prematurely. By making a choice to avoid all animal-based pet foods, you are not only improving their health and saving the lives of countless animals, but protecting the planet as well. We continue with our interview with Professor Knight as he expands further on this very interesting topic.
So there's an awful lot known about plant-based diets for people, but not very much known about plant-based diets for animals, for companion animals, cats and dogs. As a veterinarian with a particular interest in animal welfare and plant-based diets, I thought that I could contribute by trying to really do some research in this area and see to what extent cats and dogs can be healthy and happy on plant-based diets, and to what degree that could assist with protecting the environment and decreasing the loss of species around the planet, which is very much because of animal agriculture as one of the top causes.
The biggest question anyone will ask when thinking about feeding their animal companion a plant-based diet is whether or not it is actually possible based on the nutritional requirements of dogs and cats, for example. Unfortunately, the lack of understanding about animal nutrition has prevented most people from making this change sooner. Professor Knight has made it his mission to educate the public on this subject.
So I created VEGpets.info more than a decade ago now in order to bring together all the results of the research that I was doing. I was trying to find out about the health and nutritional status of animals maintained on plant-based diets versus meat-based diets, about the longevity and the well-being of these animals, and also about the nutritional soundness of these different diets. I wanted to make that information available to everybody and also provide short summaries that would be easy for people who are not scientists to be able to deal with. So that's why I created veggiepets.info and a series of short videos on different parts of this topic as well.
Professor Knight even experienced resistance to the possibility of dogs and cats going vegan from within the veterinary world itself.
This topic has been massively controversial and of great interest to many people, including within the veterinary world. Unsurprisingly, if you get up and say, guess what everybody, cats can be healthy on a plant-based diet, people think this is bizarre quite often, and it's very interesting to people. So I've had a lot of attention, which has helped people find out about my scientific publications in this area, which is really good. So in 2016, a University of Winchester colleague and myself published the most detailed review of all the evidence comparing the health of cats and dogs on meat-based diets versus plant-based diets, which was a 10,000-word scientific paper, and we published that in one of the leading journals in the animal welfare field, which is called Animals. And because this area is so controversial and interesting, that's now attracted more than 40,000 views and very rapidly shot to being the #1 scientific article in one of the leading journals in our field. So it's been very controversial, interesting, and that's been very helpful in drawing attention to these research results.
Based on all the scientific research conducted and compiled by Professor Knight, the conclusion was that yes, it is indeed very possible, and in fact healthier for our furry friends to go plant-based. Professor Knight tells us more about the health benefits for animals on a plant-based diet.
We've got a small number of population studies in the scientific literature and a large number of case reports in popular books and on websites, which seem to demonstrate that when cats and dogs are transitioned onto plant-based diets, which are formulated to be nutritionally sound, then they experience a common cluster of benefits. Very commonly, you tend to see the coat condition improve, so the coats become sleeker, shinier, glossier. Inflammation on the skin surface tends to resolve. Redness may tend to resolve. There are reports of decreased skin parasites, ticks, lice, mites, and fleas. You tend to also see a reduction in body weight, decreasing obesity, diabetes, cataracts, osteoarthritis, increasing health and vitality. You can get reductions in fatty tumours. So those are the most commonly reported benefits, but there are some other ones as well.
When planning to transition your companion animal onto a plant-based diet, the most important thing to do is to ensure that the diet you choose has all the required nutritional ingredients that are correctly formulated into a balanced diet based on the specific needs of the animal itself.
When people are transitioning their cats and dogs onto plant-based diets, it's important to safeguard the health of the cats and dogs. Try to make sure that the majority of the diet is nutritionally complete and reasonably balanced. Cats and dogs don't require any particular ingredient, but they absolutely require a certain set of nutrients. So we need to make sure the diets do have all the nutrients that they need. So if people are making a homemade diet, they absolutely should be adding in a supplement, a nutritional supplement, to ensure all the nutrients are present. I recommend that people purchase complete diets from manufacturers which are already formulated to be nutritionally complete and reasonably balanced for cats and dogs.
Professor Knight lists on his website information on brands that PETA has approved and that are non-invasive, non-killing pet food suppliers, such as Ami, Benevo, and Yara. He even has a breakdown of where to purchase them and a list of countries that can supply plant-based pet foods.
My website veggiepets.info has a list of suppliers, including some where people can source nutritional supplements to be adding onto a homemade diet. And I don't make any money or anything from having companies and products on the website. I just provide it as an informational service.
Being an avid animal lover and a powerful voice for the animals, Supreme Master Ching Hai has lovingly shared with our practitioners over the years many different ways of taking care of our vegan pets. Her formula can be of use to those who provide a homemade diet for their pets.
很简单啦，我吃什么，他们吃什么。有一种那个已经做好起来的素食呢，干干的或是罐头，不过那个是肯急的时候可以用，天天也可以用，不过也要补助一下，比方说新鲜的菜哈，哎，还有那个豆腐啊，哎，他问我吃什么，他也要吃什么。不是因为他们爱吃东西，就是他们喜欢那个爱力了。你吃我也要吃，因为他把你当那个主人啊，领导人员 ，OK？
On another occasion, Supreme Master Ching Hai shared the food items on the Peace and Loving Foods list.
Dogs can eat dog's pellets, dog vegetables, dog's vegetables, and yeah, and eat all the things that not all, but whatever in here they can eat or not eat, but they don't eat avocado, for example, yeah, and they don't eat like apple seed, yeah, they should not, chocolate, right? Okay, when you adopt a dog, they give you a guideline book, right? You all know, right? Yes? Not so sure, are you? You better learn to know, okay? Because some things are not good for dogs. It is good for humans, but not good for dogs. Okay, now, these are the list, the incompleted list. But I guess we can live on these things enough already, yeah? Okay. This is my dog's schedule. I guess you also want to know. Monday, tortilla, chopped nuts, soy milk, dinner, veg protein, dry protein, fresh beets, mushroom, cucumber, potatoes, green melon. Tuesday, dog food, melons, veg burger, Chinese cabbage, plum, carrot, millet. Wednesday, fresh. Yeah, they have better menu than I have. Yeah. You see, because sometimes I'm not home, I have to write it all down. So it's just a guideline, We break it anytime. Yeah, we break the rules anytime. Just so that the assistant know how to give them, safely when I'm not home. Okay, yeah. These are the lists of absolute, almost non-violent food. I call it peace and loving food.
Peace and loving foods are crops and fruits that can generally be harvested without harm to the plants or trees, causing them minimal or no pain. They are for a vegan's reference, both for humans and animals. For a more complete list of peace and loving foods, please visit magazine.godsdirectcontact.net/English/210/SR_50.htm or godsdirectcontact.org.tw/ch/news/SR_50.htm. We know that your foremost desire is to see your animal companion live a healthy, happy life. We welcome all our loving companion animals to join us on our vegan journey. To learn more about Professor Andrew Knight, please visit veggiepets.info or petfoodinnovation.info. Supreme Master Ching Hai joyfully present the Shining World Compassion Award to Professor Andrew Knight plus $10,000 as a humble token of supporting the research. With all love and high salute for your precious work. May you enjoy continued success and constant protection by heaven. Supreme Master Ching Hai is deeply grateful to the beloved God for all the financial help, comfort, and support to the afflicted and needy, and or any good cause over the years, as a humble vessel for Here's compassion and love toward Here's precious children. Esteemed viewers, thank you for your company for today's program. Please join us next week on Tuesday, June 8th for the conclusion of our show, Professor Andrew Knight, Vegan. Coming up next is The Ten Commandments, and Moses and the Ants, Part 7 of 13, on Between Master and Disciples, right after noteworthy news. May you and your loved ones bathe in heaven's peace and blessings.
Our programs offer many languages. Please visit suprememastertv.com/schedule and suprememastertv.com/VEG.
Nos programmes offrent plusieurs langues. Veuillez visiter suprememastertv.com/schedule et suprememastertv.com/VEG.
Nuestros programas ofrecen varios idiomas. Visiten suprememastertv.com/schedule y suprememastertv.com/VEG.
हमारे कार्यक्रम पेश किए जाते हैं कई भाषाओं में। कृपया देखें suprememastertv.com/schedule और suprememastertv.com/veg.
Killing is never right. Peace is the only answer.